At number 3, we're going to go Philly. At number 2, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. That Chiefs defense has been lights out. Yeah, they started giving up a little bit more points, but they just been so impressive. They've been finding ways to win game on defense. And, you know, wait. We might have to restart this because I'm really thinking about, you know, these defenses. Oh, no. You know what? I can't put Philly in there. Oh, my God. This is tough. Yo, this is real tough. I'm going to go top 5 because this is all interchangeable. These 5 defenses have been outrageous. Like, outrageous. We're going to keep Philly at 5. We're going to put Philly at 5. We're going to put Chiefs at 4. Chiefs at 4.
Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Street. And the playoff is real. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
We'll go Vikings at 2. Vikings, they've been really carrying the team. And then at number 1, we got to go Denver.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy.
Denver's been outrageous. They've been the best defense in the league right this year. No doubt about it. They lead the league in sacks. They're just playing at such a high level, bro. Like, Denver's finding ways to win games. Taking the stress off of both ends. I get it. And we're going to get a Jerry Jeudy second. Get it. That ain't happening every week. That Denver defense been
Touchdown, Wolverines.
I'm rocking with Denver.
Boy, that's a 14-point.
Speaking of that, let's get right to Jerry Jeudy, who left Denver. Went up to Denver. They said, I just want to go back up there and then drop 9 receptions for 235 in the TD. I've never been a part of a revenge game. But this is how you do it. Obviously, you always want to come out with the win. But, you know, it's hard to win when you give them 2 pick sixes. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jameson, I'm praying the Lord he delivered me from pick sixes. That's crazy. That's funny as hell. I can't even lie. That's funny as hell. But I'm going to say that it's like, I know how that feeling though. Like, when you feel like you cost the game.
I am a better player, you know, but in times like this, you know, it's
it's
all the 10. The team to overcome even through the toughest circumstances. I know I'm better than this. I know I'm just praying for the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes. That's not me.
Last time out here.
And I'm listening on the ground. Offense, some great things, but I mess it up.
And the runner scoots out of bounds.
And I agree. I 100% agree. You know, when they talk about Jameis and, you know, I understand they keep bringing up. I just feel like mistakes shouldn't, you know, derive a person from the success they were having. To that point, Jameis had over 400 yards and, you know, 2 or 3 touchdowns before the pick sixes started happening. So, I'm not going to take that away from. I don't think that Browns offense was moving as good as when Jameis is here. You know, they could have moved the ball as well. Jameis is moving. Like, I can't take that away. You know what I'm saying? Outside the number 2 short reception at the end, he was playing at such a high level. Like, and you're talking about he was doing this against. And let's not get it twisted, bro. You know what I mean?
It's Gleason.
You talk about some of the top defenses. I didn't really mention the Steelers defense. And, you know, you can interchange it. I think a lot of defenses are playing very well. But Jameis, you know, stepped up at home in the snow, dominated the Steelers defense, you know, delivering when it mattered. And he was doing it on the road. And obviously he had some, you know, very bad mistakes where, you know, it cost his team. But he's carving up some of the best defenses in the NFL. So can we really take this away from him? You know, so I don't think it's a fluke. I think Jameis is. I think he actually can be a starting NFL quarterback. I think his offense is working better with him. So you can't say all of a sudden it's like go back to Deshaun, but people are saying that they should get rid of Deshaun and Jameis should start. So I think at this point y'all should just let Jameis rock out, give him this opportunity to show how great he can be, because I think there is light there. There is light. He's showing and flashing, and he's making really, really good plays. It's just some plays, like all of us, I think he just got too confident. You know what I mean? And all it takes is a split-second decision. This is the NFL. It's extremely hard. But I think he's playing good. And, on the other side, Bo Nix was playing really good. He stepped up for his offensive rookie campaign. I think he's closer than ever. They're both over 2,800 yards. Bo Nix is leading TDs, but he's also leading in interceptions. And Jaden Daniels has rushing touchdowns. But this is going to be a close offensive rookie of the year race. And I also think Brock Bowers should get thrown in there too. This season, Brock Bowers is having this pretty outrageous. This offensive rookie of the year race is not over. You know what I'm saying? Jaden is locked down, but this is a split. This is a split right now. And you're both quarterback. This is a split. They're both playing at a very, very high level, and both taking over teams who have losing records and saying we're going to find a way to win games with them, and they're both playing really good. This is very impressive coaching by Dan Quinn and what's my guy, Sean Payton. Very impressive coaching by both of them. This is a very, very impressive play. They both got offensive rookie of the year candidates, and it's looking very on the high side for both teams. It's going to come down. It's going to be a very, very close race. And there was a lot of emotions this weekend. Besides a crazy football Sunday, there was a crazy football Saturday. Like last time, Ohio State, Michigan, LeBron. Oh man, I'm gonna say Ohio. I respect Ohio State for it. No way am I letting Michigan come up there and plant the flag. I don't know. They trying to stumble the oath. Hey, at some point, I think Michigan should have got more than 5 because they instigated and started this. Come on, I get you one. You could have went into the locker room. You could have blamed the coaches for that. Obviously high emotions in the game, but you're gonna protect your home field regardless, bro. I don't blame Ohio State. You don't disrespect my home field, bro. We rivalries and all that, but we ain't going for that. Like that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to protect your home turf. Yeah, we lost, but and they gonna say it's classless, but it was classless what Michigan did. They could have took that win and headed into the locker room. I look on the other side. So I don't blame that.
Another handoff to him on second and goal.
Takes his way into Ohio State. Y'all know what it is. It's in the Lions. We are. We're going to the Big Ten Championship. Thank you, Ohio State. We're going to Indy to face Oregon. You already lost to them once, so we're going to save y'all the embarrassment and hand it out work on Saturday. Yeah, I'm putting a high standard on Penn State. We need that. Abdul Carter, Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, Defensive Lineman of the Year. Oregon ain't never seen nobody like him. They ain't seen nobody like Abdul. They ain't seen our front yet. They ain't seen nobody like Kobe King. They ain't seen us. Our defense is locked and loaded, and we ready to see y'all in Indy. How about that? Yeah, Dylan Gabriel. I don't think you've seen a defensive line like Penn State's, and we coming. We coming. Yeah. All that rah-rah is getting handled on Saturday night in Indy. I can't wait. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get into it. Week 14, we got Joe Burrow coming into Dallas. Obviously, it's going to be a great game. He's leading the league in passing yards, passing touchdowns. Over the past, 4 games, he's had over 30-plus points. And they lost 6 games where they scored 25-plus points. And this is a team where they're relying on their quarterback and receiver to do it all. It's going to be a very tough matchup. At home playing against this explosive offense, it's going to be very tough. We know how good they are. It's going to be an exciting matchup. It's going to be Monday Night Fans. Dallas, lock in. We need you there. We need everyone there. We need y'all to have that same energy y'all had in Washington. We need to have that same energy that we had on Thanksgiving. We need y'all locked and loaded. Dallas, come up and show out because this is going to be a big one. This means a lot. We get 3 in a row. That'll be huge. Let's go, Dallas. We need y'all. Let's go. Come out and show out. We need everyone there. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. You know what I mean? Let's take some final questions from the chat. Did Travis Hunter lock up the Heisman Saturday, or was he just stat padding? I think personally that,
And especially this running back, every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackles at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short game.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Handoff here from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Looking downfield, it's Orgy. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
The offense never wants to be the Cowboys. Are y'all putting a curse on teams? Absolutely not.
Takes the handoff. It's Taylor. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
I just started to see it.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Hey, listen, it's Monday Night Football this week. I need y'all really to show up.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Shoots his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense.
Let's bring in the voice of college football, Joel Klatt. How are you doing? 3 Slater, Brady yesterday. Joel Klatt said it was just all-star.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, I will admit,
He'll return it
I
from
like
inside
the
the
Buckeyes
10-yard
to win
line.
that game. It caught me a little off guard.
Stop at the 22.
broadcasting that
Solid coverage there.
And I was sitting there
Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field.
You could call it late
Looking
second
to produce a
quarter. You thinking to
positive drive
yourself,
here.
let's Ohio State. I mean, yes, and I was saying that on the air a couple of times, but late in the second quarter, remember in the 2-minute series right before the half, they finally started using tempos, vertical routes, and right down the field. And then in a 2-week series, let's remember, in the first half, they were able to go right down the field. They were stopped on fourth down on one of those, and so they were gaining yards from the football, and that's where their advantage was. And in our conversations, they knew that, you know, they understood that. And in the first half played out, they go in with a tie game. It's 10-10. And I'm thinking to myself, they get the ball. And what they just saw and learned in that last series was they're going to come from the right back. What they did, really. It wasn't in the first year. And I got to tell you, it wasn't until after the game that it really dawned on me. I think that they were playing, you know, around Will Howard, who was maybe banged up in that game, and after the early interception, I think that they got a little bit in terms of the way that he received the field. And then I think that they felt like their defense just would not give up the score. Because remember, at that point, it's 10-10, and the only reason that Michigan scored was first and goal inside the 5 after the interception, and then they get a short punt, and they get the ball, and they go 5 yards and give a 50-plus yard field goal. And so I think that Ryan and Chip, in a lot of ways, looked at that, looked at the way their quarterback was playing, looked at the way their defense was playing, and I think that in the third quarter, they thought to themselves, one score wins this. One goal wins this, and that's the way they called the game in the second half.
First half, you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
I think we can say this. When you stack him up against Harbaugh, he felt like the second best coach in the field. That's okay. Most of the NFL does. So let's not overreact that Harbaugh beat him. Let's not overreact to that. Belichick beat Andy Reid. Andy Reid beat Belichick. Sometimes you lose a great coach. They're unconfident, by the way. He should be in the Hall of Fame. It's idiotic that he's not. Beat Belichick twice in the Super Bowl. Great coaches beat great. By the way, Belichick for years struggled with Andy Reid, even before he had Mahomes. Yeah. It's okay to lose to Harbaugh. And this is what I would tell Ohio State fans. Just take the Harbaugh. He's arguably next to Belichick and Reid. And Sean Payton's best coach.
There's so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Timothy Akabatuka, Tyro Wheatley,
and Ohio State's not reasonable. They're irrational. Do you think there's a chance he gets fired if he lost to Tennessee in the first round? I don't think so. I don't think so, just because I'm only going based on what their athletic director has said. Ross Mueller. Ross is fairly new to the job. This is really his first full year on the job as athletic director at Ohio State. And I don't think that he wants to go down that road. I also think, and I know that people say like, oh, everyone has money, but it would cost a significant amount of money. Probably you're looking at upwards of $45 to $55 million just to buy out the current coaching staff. You would need to then go and hire somebody and then spend money in the NIL. You're looking at another $20 to $25 million to do that. So you're in the neighborhood of $75 to $85 million to make that decision. And I don't think that that's I don't think he has the appetite for it, and I don't think that that would be the right move. I really don't. And this is the other part of this is like, I don't believe that, I don't think that this is going to last forever. I think that Ryan is a very good coach. I think that there's a mental block issue. And the game plan on Saturday, I think, was evidence of that, but there were obviously other factors. And this feels like something that when he gets Oklahoma, it's going to be big. I mean, Harbaugh didn't win over Urban Meyer, and they stuck with him when they thought they were firing him in the COVID year. They stuck with him and what happened. You look at the history of college football, what you'll see is that most often, even the greatest coaches in the history of our sport have taken a while to win their championship. It took Osborne quite a while. It took Bowden quite a while. It's very rare that you get these guys that win it right away, like Bob Stoops or Larry Cooper. It's generally the opposite. The guys take a while to be fired. I'll say that it took a while as a head coach in order to get to that point, and then eventually win the national championship. And it's okay for people to learn on the job. I think I said this. He goes to State. He starts at Michigan State. I mean, he averaged 7 wins. Then he goes to LSU, and he goes to Miami, doesn't work. And he could have eventually. And then he goes to Alabama. The first year they lost to Louisiana, they're at home. The second year they got raised by Utah. They lost to Florida that year as an undefeated. They could beat their team over.
Well, just a great job by this defense finding the football and creating this turnover. The snow right now is a problem for this offense. You can see they're almost being too conservative in taking deep chances, which allows this defense to play much more aggressively.
And the problem, and I think Ryan would even admit this, is like Saturday was not great. It was not great at all. Because they allowed Michigan to play the game, the only game that they could win. There was 1 out of 10 paths for that Michigan team to beat this Ohio State team, and they allowed that path to take place. I don't want to go Dr. Phil here, but I've got a theory with So there's certain things you can say to a coastal elite. Not that I
defense is doing everything that
if you said to me, coastal elite, I'd be like, yeah, 72.
a big third down coming.
I don't care if you call me a coastal elite. Neither do the New Yorkers. I've been called
on the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Deep powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
If you say to somebody,
it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's his guy's third touchdown. Give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room
I
to
take
show
work
you
off
what
for
he
nice
can do with that space.
I will take a day off any day. But Midwestern people, and Ryan Day was told the last 3 years, you're soft. Ohio State soft. You can't run the ball. And it got into his head. Yeah. And I think if you told Lincoln Riley that, or you told, nobody cares. You know, I think that play, he was coaching that game to prove a point. Well, I know that that's the way it looks. I don't think that he was coaching for football. If you gave him, like, if Will Howard is seeing the football field really well and playing well, they throw the ball over.
On 1st and 10 here, looking
to
throw the ball.
That game was called because of the way the game happened. I don't think it was. So I'm just disagreeing. I don't think he's there like I believe that the circumstances of the way his defense was playing and the way his quarterback was playing led to the way that the game was called. And the evidence is the third quarter. So in the third quarter, they've got 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line with about 6 minutes, 6:22 left. That series ends in a really bad interception. Yes, really bad interception. Then immediately, Davis Warren throws them an interception. And Caleb Downs picks it off at the 16-yard line. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And your quarterback just threw a really bad interception. And guess what they did?
This offense has got him going.
Because they felt like a field goal was going to win the game at that point, and they missed the field goal. So I thought that was more what happened rather than this narrative of toughness and softness and everything like that. I will say, though, generally speaking, it does feel at times like Michigan is the guy in the lunchroom that's like, you're the stomach. And then Ohio State is like the fast, popular kid that has all this skill. Yeah, and gets
introducing himself to the quarterback
contest.
The Rockets will crank up the tempo.
It's like, that's the way it feels. I like that. So,
on 3rd down,
I'm just going to approach nothing bothers me about the 12-team play. I would ideally not like to have a 3-loss team. I'm not an idealist. I'm not. Like, I work in radio TV. I understand the game. I'm a bad segment. I'm working at the end zone. I get it. So my point is, would you be a breeder? You would be the best breeder. Batteries in the gym. Imagine Colin breeding at Costco, and you just did that because he would just be like judging people as they walk by. I don't like your shoes. His walk is weird right there. I don't think he's going to get the sale. I can be a little judgy.
Now it's 2nd down.
Okay, so the point is on this, and you're one of these.
And he'll set up to throw.
I tried. It always tries to throw a life preserver to the snap. You're very empathetic.
He heads out of bounds after
okay, I'm going to call it out. Miami, playing a lousy conference. Your last two losses, you don't beat any. You don't have a good win. Yeah. Okay, Alabama's got 3 losses. Ideally, don't like that. I was wrong to accept 2 losses. They beat Georgia. And, losing to Oklahoma's not the worst thing in the world. They also were in one against ranked teams. So I don't like them having an extra mulligan. There's not a great option. Let's start there. So I'm taking something over Miami's a better option. I think based on the strength of schedule, based based on what Miami did within their ACC play. They had a very favorable ACC schedule. They didn't have to play many of the top teams.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity.
There you go. There you go.
Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all.
That's it. The snarky greeter. Bama's resume is not great, but to me, the bubble was those four teams from 11 to 14. So it's Bama, it's South Carolina, it's Ole Miss, and it's Miami. And you put Alabama head-to-head, resume for resume with all of those bubble teams. There you go. I did this on my program for today's show. And I know people don't like it. I understand that, and I'm not saying that this is a great option. I'm just saying that in an argument, Bama wins those arguments. Yes, Miami does not have a ranked win. You can point at that, and you can say they're also losing at the wrong time, losing 2 of their last 3 games. This is not a great option, and I don't think Alabama's a great team. I don't think that they have a chance to win the national championship. In a resume argument with Miami, they win that argument. I think that would be the main one.
Okay, so this whole flag planting.
Yeah, at the end of the game.
Okay, so people react differently. And my take is they're young people. These rivalry games, it's easy to sit, 1,000 miles away and go, what are these hooligans doing?
Yeah.
If you live in Columbus or Ann Arbor, this is a big deal for these kids.
Well, it's not just a big deal, Colin. By the way, think about it just from a point.
You and I kind of say,
I'm going to be similar with you here. Think about it just over the end zone. Why do we love college football? Passion. That's wild. Tribalism.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
As fans, as members of those institutions,
now the all-important extra point.
Gators, Seminoles, Buckeyes, Wolverines, Buffaloes, wherever you went to school, I don't know.
Even Eagles, thank you.
Yeah, see, there you go. You know why? It's because we feel like part of our identity was forged in those places. That's right. This is a real thing. This is a real thing. And in professional sports, you can't say that. You can't say like, I'm a cowboy. I mean, there's the tribe and the lunatics. And
So the offense takes the field
that's
with the
what's
final
so
seconds
great
of the
about
half.
college football.
Chance
So
for just
here's
a
the
couple
problem
more
with that
plays.
is that it makes it an
They're gonna run
incredibly
it here.
emotional sport. Once it's emotional, then it can go right to the red line, in particular in rivalries. Now you've got like family rivalries, right? You've got like blood rivalries going on. I need to go back decades and decades and decades. So if it overheats a little bit, I'm not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's part of what is college football. Now, do I love it? No. Do I wish that it would take... Do I wish that this would happen? No. Is it ugly for the sport at times? Yes. However, if I'm going to love the sport because it goes up to that line, I cannot be upset when it inches over that line. And I'm not going to chastise the individuals for being emotional in that situation. I know what it feels like to lose to your rival at home. I know what it feels like to beat your rival on the road. It's one is elation, and the other is the depth of depression that you can't even fathom. Why? Because it's tribal. That's how we identify. So,
and just get back to basics.
If you're a man,
The Rockets will kick this
at
away to
18
get the
and
second half
22
going.
years, being
And the
emotional
fair catch
about what
take
happens
it.
at the end of the game, I think your
And the
anger is
Michigan offense comes
misplaced.
back out on the
I
field.
agree on that.
They really built
So,
momentum in this
that makes
game.
me
They've been hard
rethink
to
my
stop. And
entire
the defense
life.
makes some
Yeah.
adjustments.
And I know
Can't
what it's
stop
like
here.
to lose an intramural game to overtime.
Yeah,
They'll
see,
tackle him
I
right
went
at the
sideways.
31.
It's...
Chris,
I
the
tell you
defense
what,
dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the
I mean,
backfield.
and by the way,
Giving
what's the
running
fix?
back enough
It's like,
room.
should we
I tell
not
you,
have
the
flags?
linebacker
Okay.
makes a
But it's
great
like
play just to come up with
Texas
a
planted
tackle
their flag on Michigan's field earlier this year. Baker Mayfield did it, famously at Ohio State. This stuff happens. Okay.
And a big game before he
So
goes
I
out of
was,
bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets
As
pressure
a
set
coach,
down.
I was at
The
the
guys
big
up
game,
line
USC
up.
number.
It's first down.
So, and sharing, I try to add something. I just don't go to the game like you and then exit
Little
the
eye candy
paycheck.
from the
I try to
offense,
add
some
something.
pre-snap
Oh,
motion.
interesting.
Yeah.
Gonna
Maybe
run
get on a
it. It's
headset.
Marshall.
So, Anyway, here's my thing with Lincoln Riley. It's not the 6th and 6. It's not that. Really. I don't love that. Because I think life has momentum and inertia. You could be 6th and 6 and you lost your star quarterback. Here's what bothers me.
And defend a running game. Exactly what we saw right there.
Alabama is going to sign more kids from Southern California.
You know, the good thing about this
USC, yeah, that's a huge problem. That is an issue. Is that there's this preciousness. That's what the Lincoln Riley.
I'll just say it's like that is a way bigger issue than going 6 and 6.
That's my point. There's this thing. You know, and again, I don't want to bully people that are 6 and 6. I think Brian Kelly's a great coach. Bad year.
Nice conversion.
On MSC, I don't like their lack of connectivity to the local dominant great high school.
This is what's wild is that
they bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
College football team, probably the national champion. And all you would have to do is go a radius of, I'll call it 50 miles from USC, and you win the national championship.
I think I always believe to get some of your...
Anytime you can get positive yards,
I think there are other parts of the country that deliver big defensive linemen.
Yeah.
We eat too well out here or something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think in the 60, that would be an area, although,
the freshman brings him
yes, you
down.
just put together one of the great defensive line performances I've ever seen from an individual, Mason Graham.
From Servite.
From Servite, California. He was the LA County Young Player of the Year and the heavyweight wrestling champion, and now he's playing
Now
here
it's third and short with
and he
24, where those
almost
line is
single-handedly,
battle
along with
could
Kenneth
help
Grant,
decide
who
this
used to
game.
tackle, he almost single-handedly beat Ohio State because Ohio State decided they were going to run
Here's the snap,
football right
looking
out.
to
It was
throw here.
unblockable.
And he's going to fling it
Double
deep,
team
going for it all.
matter, and he's from Servite.
The good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they
He
didn't
wasn't
cost
interested.
themselves any
Smart
points.
kid. That's a problem. To Jim Harbaugh, that's a problem.
Got to be
That's a
thinking
problem.
about going
I'll
for this
throw
on
this out.
fourth and
Let
short.
me end it here. Put a bow. It's good to see you.
That
It's
one
great to
is
see you.
no
A lot of times you
good.
come here, and I
A
know
misfire
that has to be
there,
hard.
but this has been a
Today,
thoroughly
those
dominating
sticks.
performance.
No, I thought it was pretty
Here
nice.
comes the
I
Rockets
agree with
offense
you.
back
You
out
think
there.
No, you and I disagreed a lot.
When?
Well, when I threw that pretty accurate theory on Ryan Day,
Trying to flex
Midwest
the
first
ground
off,
game
he
here.
got into
Running
his
back takes the
head.
handoff.
Yeah, but that was just wrong.
Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up
Okay,
a
let's
first
do
down.
this.
Game
Is
moves the ball
that-
to the 40. It'll be first down.
Here's the best part. So you're not like this, but a lot of people are like this. They don't like
From the
change.
shotgun,
I
here's
can
an
remember when I was a
inside
kid,
give.
and the speed limit was
Breaking
55 to
free at
60.
midfield.
Oh, I had some
And he's brought down. He does.
And the manufacturer said, let's build better cars. Well, yeah, I mean, the Autobahn had a better safety record than our freeways, and they're driving 100.
Yeah.
The bottom line is society changes, people overreact. Baseball, oh, you put in a pitcher's clock. Our attendance up, ratings up, games faster, it's better for the sport. Fox just broke records in baseball. And they made a bunch of changes. They're going to make another one, the Golden at Bat.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so my point is, all this NIL and transfer portal, it's a lot of motion for college football. But here's the great part about it, the unintended benefit that I didn't see coming. It eliminates great teams.
That's right.
Because Georgia, Texas, Ohio State, Notre Dame, they stockpile talent. Well, now all these Louisvilles or Oregons or Washingtons, UCLA or whoever it is has money goes, do you want to be a backup left tackle? You're a 5-star kid. Come start for us in L.A.
This is exactly right.
And it's an unintended benefit is that you're like the Bama stuff. Congrats to Bama. That's not happening ever again.
I don't think so either. I don't think so. I think the closest thing that we've got to a team that could really dominate for a few years is Texas right now with the way that they've built their roster. The talented players are unwilling to be backups. That's just the way college football is. And before, they were forced to be backups if they wanted to play for the teams that could compete for it by the national championship, because that was such a narrow scope of who could actually compete for it and win national championships. So now you expand it out. So I'm just talking about the expansion of the playoffs and how that drives parity. But then you also have now resources in terms of how teams and programs all over the country can spend money on NIL. The transfer portal allows for that freedom to go to different places. And now all of a sudden you've got teams like Indiana playing, and Arizona State playing for a right to go to the Iowa State for
for the
So let's get back to the
I
action.
watched 1,300 overtimes in Georgia Tech. I'm still not sure who the better team is.
What's the play call
That's
here on
what I
second
said.
down
I
for this
Georgia Tech was
offense?
an engineering school, and I'm like, I think they're better than Georgia.
And they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball again.
So the
Receiver
best
makes
teams
the
can be has
catch.
been brought down
That's
just
a
a little
big
bit.
game before he goes
And
out of
the
bounds.
middle
It'll
has
move the sticks more
risen.
than enough for a
And
first down.
college football has
First
never
and
been
10
better
on the
because of it.
offense.
And now all of a sudden the regular season has been the best regular season that I can remember. As far as competitiveness, that you can say like, well, the receivers are not great, and this is it, this is not great. Yes, it's fantastic actually. It's fantastic that even Ohio State with this roster that we all thought was the best roster that we had seen in a long time is not infallible. Look at Oregon is undefeated.
Pass here on second
Narrowly
down.
beat Boise State. That's right. Narrowly beat Idaho. So I'm with you. That's why I look at this playoff, and I think that there could be some real chaos. I think there could be some real chaos. I think that there's going to be a first-round matchup. Yep. I think the way that this weekend goes, think about this. Oregon beats Penn State. They will probably be behind Georgia and Ohio State. If Texas beats Georgia, they'll probably sit in there right there. That means I think that we're likely to get, I think that there's a good chance that we get some sort of like Tennessee at Penn State, Alabama at Ohio State, Indiana at Georgia. That's the way the first round kind of looks. And if Clemson would beat SMU, it would be Clemson at Notre Dame. I believe that's going to be the first round of the college football. I'm glad we ended on a good spot. It was a bit of a virtual. You know, we got there. It takes a while. But it's, you know, you dismissed about 50% of what I said. And yet, look at us.
And there's the
It's like disagree so well. I feel like we hugged at the end of it. See, it's a model for America. It really hasn't. The show is. And this segment, well, more so this segment. But sure, even on the way out, it'll be smart.
And they'll stop him short of the line of the game.
You choose it whatever you like. Because I know how to switch it.
Create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
This would be amazing.
Great example, the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Subscribe here to get the latest from the herd, including exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and more, wherever you may be, however you may be watching. Thanks again for making us part of your day.
Five-inch Roku Pro Series 4K TV right before football season to watch Super Bowl 10 games on the second week in December. So go to Roku.com to learn more about these glorious Roku Smart TVs or shop at a retailer near you. So, Lord, it's Kirk Cousins week here. It's the Vikings are a game back of the Lions in the standings. I know the tiebreaker. The Lions and Packers play tonight. So it'll be major high-leverage football for the Vikings in December, but not that many people thought this would be the case. So just your general thoughts on where we are here with this team going into the home stretch this season.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Last spring, in letting go Kirk Cousins and signing Sam Reed really going to serve people, right? I mean, like the way that they were able to, the Vikings were able to reconstitute that roster and take away what is an albatross of a count that a guy like Kirk Cousins gets, it makes it impossible to get that. That's what we were talking about. It wasn't necessarily any hate to Kirk Cousins, but also you wish a projected Kirk Cousins get better at this point. His career is closer to retirement.
He's got all that speed.
I mean, they made the correct decision. The Falcons very much regret theirs. If they could get out of that, if they could push your button and get out of that Kirk Cousins contract right now, it would be the fastest button push you've ever seen. They would rather start making credits and get rid of again. What is an albatross out there? They can't do it. They signed that contract.
Big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
So the thing is, if you think
Offense
about
facing a
this,
third
guys,
down now. They can
Vikings
still get a first down without scoring.
and you think about what this has meant, not just from
Did he get that on the ground? Touchdown, Wolverines. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing, doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. They continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution, how they're going about their business.
First in the playoffs since survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger.
We're able to free up cap room, but then you spent it wisely on defense. You know, imagine this defense. Daniil Hunter leaves, Kirk comes back. You might have gotten Van Ginkel. You probably don't get Grenard. Like, you just think about all of the tentacles, all of the fallout that this has meant, Thorsky, to the Vikings beyond just the Kirk thing. I mean, I think it's been just fantastic news across the board for everyone at the Vikings, and this really, to me, has proven so many things about which we would have stayed curious. Ken O'Connell do this with McCarthy. Well, now there's no doubt in my mind.
Definitely, yeah. And again, said it many times, I'll say it again. The offense is going to be better next year, and it will have better quarterback play. What we're seeing right now is just the tip of the iceberg. Kevin O'Connell has that superpower of whether rehabilitating the quarterback, whether just having a QB-friendly system, however you want to say that. But we have seen that now going back, which was another data point in the argument for letting Kirk Cousins go, using the premium draft pick on the quarterback prospect that Kevin O'Connell finally, after years, was like, that dude, that's the guy that I want. And now, you know, you're in the situation that you're in. But yeah, there's more than one way to play this game. You know, we talk about the NFL. It's a poker table with 32 players around there. You're merely just trying to extract the most excess roster value from your players every single season, as opposed to what you're paying them. And that's where the issue became. You got into the quagmire with the Kirk Cousins discussion, because he could never justify what the cap hits were. Now you flip this thing. You've gotten cheaper at the quarterback position. Are you getting worse quarterback play for Crusaders this year than you did last year? I mean, come on. And now the books are open going forward, so the